Welcome back. I'm Gloria Starr, and I'd like to continue on with your education to have a consulting business as an image coach. You know, we've talked about the color analysis and how important that is. It takes between 2 and 3 hours to do a proper color analysis. So, of course, when your client comes to visit you, you would want to introduce yourself and make them feel comfortable. I often serve a tea or a coffee and talk about their lifestyle and what their desired outcome is. So you may get business women, someone who's just come out of university and they don't know how to do a job interview, but everything revolves around a complete unit of items that make them fabulous, and color analysis is a great place to start. Now, a typical person who is a model, let's say, that person would buy her makeup and do her makeup to complement the colors of the outfit that she's wearing. Our desired goal is to have the clients that you have so that they would know what colors suit their skin best of all, and then they would only shop in those particular colors. So there's warm colors and cool colors. Now, red can be warm or cool, and so can blue or green. And here's an example of some colors in the blue tones. So if we look at all these colors, you can begin to train your eye to see warm and cool in these colors. Now, it is a different way of looking, I have to admit, and fortunately my entire career life has evolved around color. So initially in the floral design, then interior design, and then photography, and it's all about the undertones of the color. So people can wear almost any color. It's a question of the shade or the tint. And the word shade means it has a black undertone to it. And the word tint means it has a white undertone to it. So white is the color of no color at all. And black is the color of all of the colors. So ideally, you'll have some of these which you can pick up free at any paint store or decorating shop. And then you're going to look at those colors to see which of the colors are blue are correct for that lady. So it's a process of a couple of hours at least in order to be able to understand and see the differences. So after the lady who's having her colors analyzed by you has become comfortable, you would want to have her go into the closest washroom in your home and take her makeup off. So we want to see the actual undertone of her skin. So we're looking to see if it's warm or cool. We look to see if the freckles are warm or cool. Now, you may not know yet what that actually means, but it is quite a new way of learning to see. You'll be able to see different colors within her eyes and different eye patterns, which is another wonderful element to color analysis. And then you might want to say to the woman, is this her natural hair coloring? Now, generally, the color of her hair is probably not the actual color. So you don't want to say, are you dyeing your hair? You're going to ask her, is this the color of your natural hair? And they will probably say no. So you could ask them what color they wear as a child, what color was their hair in their teenage years, and you'll get a better idea. What you're looking for is a warm or a cool. So an example would be, I have autumn colors in my skin tone, and I have always had a golden hair color, even on into the red, depending on how much sun I actually got. And as a girl who stays out of the sun, when I'm in the sun, I'm all freckles, and they're a golden brown freckle. So these are the clues that you'll want to look for. And yes, you have to train your eye considerably. So you want to get a whole collection of all these kinds of colors. And every color has warm and cool in it. And if you take a look at these greens, you'll obviously begin to see the differences. So some of these will be ideally suited. The colors that are tints, meaning it has a white undertone to it, they generally will move visually forward to you. And the ones that are shades with black in them, then they would move away from you. So I'm going to look best in some of the ones that move away from you rather than the ones that are coming forward. So pick up lots of these colors and you'll be able to learn and see the differences. It takes a lot of practice, but it's well worth the effort. And once a person knows their color season, then that's it. They know, and then they can use a color palette. So these are the things that we give to the client after we do the color consultation. So once you've analyzed and decided and draped her with the draping bibs, then you would want to apply the makeup to her skin. Now you could do it two different ways. One is I have a whole cosmetic line, which is under my name. And what I did was I picked and selected the colors that are warm and cool, and then I would put those cosmetics on the lady. Now technically we're not cosmetologists, so we would have to say, would you like to apply the cosmetics that I'm selecting for you today, or would you like me to do that? They almost always want you to do that, but that is one mandatory thing that you must do, is always ask that. So with the colors of spring, this is the small version of the colors that we're going to use for a woman who's spring. And these colors will all suit her. Now there's maybe only 25-ish colors in this palette that she would carry in her handbag. But if you're looking at a certain kind of color, you've got a range of 6 or 8 colors here. And anything between those colors are also going to work for her. An easy example would be to see the differences. And here you're going to see, in spring you're going to see the warm colors, where here in summer you're going to see the cool colors. So each person has a 4-seasonal concept, and you need to select the right one for them. So as springs, we have early, sunny, and vital as our definition of the ranges. So if someone has a low contrast between hair and skin, and their energy is very interesting and different, so then you would want to choose the lightest contrasting colors ideally suited to them. So early, sunny, sometimes a more vibrant personality and a higher contrast to hair and skin, and then the same for the vital with the spring. And each one of those color families are in a 3 intensity kind of way of analyzing it beyond just the 4 seasons. So for summer, we've got soft, vivid, and dramatic. And those kinds of energies will all work with summer. Now, it's going to be based on their personality, it's going to be based on their lifestyle and where they live and how much color they can actually handle. Now, our autumns are also a color range that is wonderful. Now, an inside tip is the designers will often design just before the season of, say, autumn. In late summer, the autumn colors will be coming out in the fashion and the stores in abundance. So that means that I could be buying colors then and getting a whole range of colors that suit me, where other times of the year I would not have as many choices, except maybe in the neutrals. So we have the autumn kinds of colors, and then we also have the winter colors. So we have the 4 seasons and then subtle intensities within each of those. So you can see that these colors would be wearing me rather than me wearing them. So that it's a concept where we're trying to enhance the person with their natural attributes so that they can have something that looks absolutely fabulous. So just an off moment here. I see so many people getting their fingernails painted in very strange colors. So can you really justify blue nail polish or black or maroon or sparkles? Maybe that's not really your very best choice. So even with nail polish, lipstick, blush, all of it has a play in how you look. So the goal is from top to bottom to have a level of consistency that makes you shimmer. Gloria Starr, helping people all over the world to look their absolute best.